Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are still working on putting our realm together, although we've made good progress on that. We've got our personal realm in order, largely. We do need to work on our control levels and, of course, our development levels, but that is all reasonably expected. We need to get Guinea back in the fold. That is the big thing we need to do at this point. So we can't subjugate them, we've already done that, but we can absolutely do a kingdom invasion here, which will allow us to do a creation of the Empire of Guinea. Now, one question that I have is, what is Gur de Jure part of? Guinea. Okay, so with that in mind, that's the plan then. We absolutely do a kingdom invasion on Guinea. This is going to cost us 1,000 prestige, and we don't quite have 1,000 prestige. We can get it reasonably easily. In fact, we could create titles here, and that's probably the way to do it. So let's create a title here. That'll also gain us legitimacy, which is always good. And then we can give this guy that title that we just got. He'll gain a bunch of opinion of us as well, and that's absolutely wonderful. We now have the prestige that we need. So we can attack Guinea here with a kingdom invasion on the Kingdom of Guinea. Then all of this over here will be de jure ours. And we can go after them with de jure wars. And that seems easy enough. So let's do a war declaration here. Absolutely. And we see their army already raised right over here. Okay. I kind of want to raise our forces here. Now, he's not going to be happy about this, obviously. I'm going to split off a good number of these forces, including all of our powerful units. There we go. And I'm going to send these guys out over this way with our marshal leading them. So we're going to try to chase down his army a little bit here. These guys, in the meantime, can come out over here. They can split in half, and they can start to siege some of these provinces. So that looks good for now. Question of loyalty? She must tell us, definitely. I only needed to hear her say it. Okay, cool. So we're going to continue to attack up here. They've made a bad move here, and they allow us to cut over and get a lot closer to them. So that means that we're going to catch them over here. That's perfect. Beautiful. So we're easily going to win this battle. No doubt about that. They're probably going to retreat from that. Yes, they are. And we can walk down over this direction. Do we have leadership here? That's a siege leader. And do we have another siege leader for this guy? Negative. Okay. That's fine. Are we a siege leader up here? No. Noted. So I think what we should end up doing here is chasing their army and assuming that they're probably going back to their capital. They are. Almost certainly that's the path that they're taking. They are moving faster than we are, and if they headed this direction, they could potentially pose a threat to our besiegers, but they're not. They're heading this way. Beautiful. So I'd like to fight them again, somewhere up over here. We're going to continue to chase them while these sieges happen. And we're going to hit their capital relatively soon here. They're going to let us fight them here. This is a bad move, but they knew that they were going to get caught eventually. So that might stack wipe. It did. Perfect. With that stack wiped, I'm going to split this in half. We're going to send one half here, and one half is going to go here. Excellent. These sieges are nearly finished. We're going to work our way up this way. I'm going to head over to Sherborough first. That'll be fine. So we find ourselves at 57% right now. Gaining prestige here would be useful. Unfortunately, this would mean that the King of Zhen would be our rival. It's inconsequential prattle, I'm sure. He was indeed bluffing. Okay, sounds good. So that is excellent. This siege will finish shortly. We've got these two sieges underway. That'll be 6 months each. That's fine. We're going to want to hit their capital very, very soon here. No doubt about that. We're kind of working our way there. And these guys are going to head over to Kono as soon as they're done with this siege. So we're making very solid progress on these sieges. We're at 65% war score right now. And with their army stack wiped, I mean, they can raise up another army down here, but it'll be super weak. And there's not a lot that they can do about it, to be honest. We did lose our Chancellor, and we'll need this guy. Sounds good. So we're going to finish up this siege, and we're going to immediately head into their capital. These guys finish as well. We're going to head to Sando. Perfect. Between these 4 sieges, this will definitely end the war. 100%. So that's great. In fact, these 2 sieges will likely not quite end the war. We'll need to take their capital. Or this, if we roll better here. That is a possibility. And it looks like we probably are going to. Okay, now I do want this guy, since he's a siege leader, to move up to the capital and to join up over here. And I'm going to have these guys start to head down this way. Not that I think that we actually need to siege down here. But we're just going to start to head down here. Okay, so we take that over. That seems good. We'll pay the royal court a visit. What do we got going on here? 75 prestige. And spending 6 court grandeur. That will come back, so that's okay. Who is Fifi? Do we care about Fifi? Fifi is near death. Get out of here, Fifi. Okay, cool. So that'll do. We do see their army trying to come back here, but honestly, this war's over, right? We've got 3 months on this siege, 35 days on this siege. Oh, we embarked over here. I did not intend to do that. But sure, that did cost us a little gold. Not ideal. War is over, and we're going to enforce these demands and disband our troops. Now, all of this territory is held by us, personally. And that's really quite bad. We do not want to do that. So we're going to grant all of this out. We probably want to have a king under us, but for the moment, I think I'm just going to have... Well, we're going to want to have dukes under us, for sure. We probably have too many duchy titles right now, right? We can grant vassals over to rightful liege. Okay, we should definitely do that. We can create a bunch of duchies, but it looks like we don't actually hold any of those duchies ourselves. So that's fine. In fact, we can only usurp 2 duchies and create 1. So I don't want to hold Nalu ourselves. We're going to grant that out. Okay, that looks good. So that's now better under control. And of course, we're going to need to continue to go for Guinea. Now, I want to create the Empire tier of Guinea. That's only 63 of 74 required counties. Intriguing. Okay, I expected to be able to create that, but we can definitely usurp the Kingdom of Guinea, which we're going to do. So that's fine. This is now Diuku over here. We could offer her vassalage, but she's not okay with that. I wonder why. It looks like Gur has significantly shrunk. Okay. So we need 11 additional counties. I did expect to have enough counties from that, but I think... What did end up happening from that? We should have had enough. I must have miscounted. That's the only thing I can figure. So we have the Kingdom of Yorubaland down here. We would have to do duchy conquests. Or just press claims. I wonder what we have for claimants here. All children? That's not helpful. Okay, so with that in mind, what else do we want to do here? Well, where's the de jure line? Right up here. So all of this is de jure Guinea. Also, this. We're really close to it, but I did expect to get there. 11 counties. So there's 1 county here, 1 county here. We've got 4 counties here. So that's 6 total, right? And then we've got a bunch of counties right over here. A bunch of little ones, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on, I miscounted that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Yorubaland is exactly the number of counties that we need to be able to create the empire title. We're not going to be able to get exactly that number of counties, but we can certainly do a duchy conquest down over here and get 3. And then we can continue to work through some of these out over this way. We have borders with basically everyone. This will give us borders with If down here. Because of this, we have borders with Igboland as well. Now, this seems like a viable option. Our main problem is going to be a lack of prestige. To that end, we should probably hold a grand tournament. So we'll plan that right now. We'll do that here in Kong, and recital will be what we'll do. We would like to win the grand tournament. So we're probably not going to have a champion. We want to triumph in the grand tournament. We're going to bump up the accommodations and the prizes. This is going to be 788 gold if we do it like that. Okay, that is quite a lot of gold. We could just keep the prizes at fine. We don't necessarily care about the prize artifacts, to be honest. Let's do it. So we're currently not yet qualifying for our recital. That's okay. We're going to head to the tourney grounds as soon as we can. This will make us some money, and we're now on track because we made preparations. Okay, to the tourney grounds. So our score could increase moderately. We're going to do that. Sounds good. Next up, we're going to head probably to the temple. We could also head to the tavern if we wanted to get rid of stress. County control is actually an interesting thing to go after. Here, we are low on county control. We could head to the village. Our score would increase moderately. Our score would increase slightly, but we gain 75 extra prestige. Do it. Yeah, we'll get some stress out of it, but I'm okay with that. So next up, we'll head to the tourney grounds. And what do we want here? Well, we definitely, I guess we'll take score. It's not huge at this point. What we want more than anything right now is prestige, and we're making good progress on that. So we can head over to the village again and see about getting some county control. Starstruck. Monthly prestige plus 10%. And we'd also gain 350 prestige. Done. Or maybe he gained it? I didn't see our prestige go up. Maybe it already happened no matter what. So the recital is beginning right now, and it's time to show the world our skill. What do we got? It's all about delivery. Indeed, our score will increase moderately. 85%. Now, we're going to gain a bunch of stress from this. But it's a good shot there. I like it. Now, we had a mental break, and we could become a confider. We could become rakish. I think we'll become a confider here. That'll be fine. Our High Queen just gained the trait consumption. Do no more than what is necessary. Okay. 47, 37, 54, and 20. We're going to take the 54. One last verse. I think we got it. Yeah, fantastic. So we win that. Absolutely wonderful. And we gain a bunch of prestige from it, of course. And now the ceremony is going to be beginning. Perhaps a few words, given we're the host. And we got the extra prestige from it. Perfect. So we got a lot of that. And we also acquired probably a prize ring or something along those lines. What did we get as our prize? Was it a court artifact? What do we got? So there's that furniture. Yep. Actually, we can just go into all court artifacts here. And we can see what we've got. The prize brooch. That's pretty mediocre. We could destroy it for 80 gold and make back some of our money there. That's fine. And our stress is quite low as well. Oh, there's our prize popping up as nothing because we just destroyed it for the gold. Okay. Sure. Is that going to go away? Okay, it did. Good. I was concerned for a moment there. Well, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Looks good. Next up, of course, we want to attack probably Gur here, running like a county clunker claim. Let's get that underway. That will not take very long. We'll just raise up our forces here, and this war is over. They can't do anything about that. We do have a learning perk we can take. We'll take pedagogy. That'll be fine. And then open-minded into apostate, learn on the job. That'll be ideal. An ally just joined them, but this doesn't matter. I don't care. It's completely irrelevant. They only have 700 total troops with the ally? Okay. I'm not sure what the point even was. Cool. So, easy stack wipe there, and we're going to get this siege completed. To be honest, we don't even want to have our high-quality troops here. We would rather move these guys out and disband them because we don't want them taking the attrition because that costs us prestige. We're losing a little bit of cash here. That's understood. Actually, if they're down over here, we could stack wipe that and get at least some fame out of it. We'll see if we can catch them out over here. Do we have an organizer? No, but we have this guy. Sure. Cool. Sure, we could become an herbalist. That seems fine. And we'll catch them down over here. Cool. Our prisoner escaped, which is very rude of him, of course. And we're going to stack wipe this without any problem whatsoever. We'll disband these guys. They'll take up to 6 months to return home. That's understood. We'll be sieging this for a while. In fact, we don't need this quantity of troops either. I'm going to move out half of these. And I want to make sure that this guy has siege if he can. Our siege leader is already leading troops. Okay, awkward. So we're going to send these guys home. Yeah, it'll take them up to 12 months to return home. That's understood. I just don't want to pay for them, right? So that's absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever here. So this is working us towards our gains in Guinea. And the siege will be done in just 30 days here. Maybe you could socialize a bit, and that indeed did work. Now, unfortunately, our High Queen died, probably of consumption. Yes. Okay. That is unfortunate for us. That does mean that we need a new stewardship wife. We're at 7 out of 5 domain right now. And the highest available wife is skill 18. So what is your skill? 12? 18. So we already have someone who's skill 18. So she needs to be made our primary spouse. That should probably put us at 7 of 6. Yes. So we're slightly above our domain limit. That is not shocking. We can enforce these demands and disband these troops. We'll grant this off over to a noble of the Bobo culture. That'll be absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever there. Now, the main issue at this point, of course, is that we need to find a wife with higher stewardship. Or get higher stewardship ourselves. That's the other option. We could give up on pushing down through the scholar tree. I don't like that idea. But if we made it to learn on the job, we'd be fine. No doubt about that. Scholar does not give us additional stewardship. Okay, noted. So, yeah, we could definitely work our way down here. That's going to take a while. We are gaining 34 experience per month. So that's going to take several years to make our way down. The other option, of course, is we just leave this slot open and we just keep an eye out for a wife with higher stewardship than 18. We would need... What was our previous wife at? 22? Okay. So we would need something that would be at around 22-ish. A little bit higher, for sure. We could found a holy order. We're not going to do that. And this ransom is acceptable. This ransom is also acceptable. Sounds good. I do want to consider attacking down over here. We now have a connection over here. Now, I'm assuming we're truced here. Yep, that is indeed the case. That said, she's feeling fine. Okay. We could definitely come down here and attack this guy with a duchy conquest would be the way to go. That's a lot more prestige, no doubt about that. How close are we now? I believe we should be, yeah, we need 9 counties at this point. Okay. So with 9 counties being needed, this would get us 3. So that would be a full third of that. I'm just thinking right now about our prestige costs. 475 is a chunk of prestige, but we could pull that off. So we'll do that, and we are going to raise up our troops over here. I'm going to raise just our men-at-arms. I do not believe that we need levy troops to do this. He has 2,000 troops in total. He does have some allies, but I don't think it matters. Okay. Now, these guys are going to take a little while to raise because we put them down a little early. That's understood. We're just going to walk right on in here. He is not actually doing anything. Like, he's not raising forces. So that's not exactly convenient. Oh, he's down over here. Interesting. We'll keep an eye on him. I don't think that's really all that relevant. Oh, we're back at 7 of 7. Fascinating. Our stewardship must have gone up for some reason. Maybe we had a malice that expired. Okay, that's good. That's really, really good. That does mean that we don't necessarily care about finding a higher stewardship wife, but it means we're kind of teetering on the edge, right? And these guys are currently sieging out over here. I'm going to raise up a few levy troops over here just to take this over. There we go. And we can actually split that in half and send half of them down over here, and the other half can come up over here. That guy's got a siege commander. That looks perfect. And we're going to walk up over here with our high-quality troops. We're just going to take over these sieges. Cool. So over we head, and we'll arrive there eventually. We have a dynasty legacy available. I do want to continue moving toward home estates, so we're going to grab power and prosperity. This is not going to help us a huge amount right now, but this will be tremendously useful once we unlock feudalism. So that'll be great. He's actually walking towards us here. Now he's decided that's a terrible idea and has turned around. That is the right move. Now, if he wants to be clever here, he could, but he isn't. He's sieging instead. The clever move would be make for this crossing, come over here and try to wipe these guys before we can catch with this force. But that doesn't seem to be something he's going to do. Now, we did just discover the Fascination Barracks, and that's kind of a big deal. So mustering grounds is being worked on right now. I want to do quilted armor here specifically because we want to get things done quickly, right? We want to get these locked in. So that'll be fine, but that does mean that we can start to work on things like longhouse upgrades, which we are very happy to do. Down here, we can do a sparring ground upgrade. Here in Boron, we can do a gathering hall upgrade. Here in Laraba, we can do a warrior lodge upgrade. In Warodugu, we can do a gathering hall upgrade. In Felona, a war camp upgrade. And in Banifing, we're going to need a longhouse upgrade. We don't quite have the gold for that. We'll have it very soon. So that seems okay. I want to head down this way and not allow them to walk like this. That would be bad. We're going to catch them there. That's perfect. That looks like a stack wipe. And we captured him. So this war is over. We'll disband our troops, and that seems fine. Now, I do want to head back to Banifing here and get this upgrading. We're only missing 4 gold on that. So next tick, we'll have enough for that. And yes, I know we're at 10 of 7. Okay, there we go. We got that done. And now we're going to grant these titles out. There we go. And at this point, Guinea is still lacking a little bit. We still need a few additional counties. 6, to be precise. Getting Yorubaland under our control would be ideal. Wait, what was that offer vassalage? 333? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so if we were to do this, we would do like a duchy conquered. This would be 3. Yeah, I know we're short on prestige right now because we just spent it. This would be 4. Noted. Okay. We're definitely short on prestige, and all of these are constructing. Are all of these going to be maxed out? Well, we're going to be able to upgrade the Palisade, I'm pretty sure. We're also going to be able to upgrade this longhouse. So we're not going to be fully maxed out here, but we've got those upgrades underway. That looks good. We're at 16 development in our capital now, so that is absolutely excellent as well. Challenge for artifact? No. Get out of here. So this truce here, we could do a de jure duchy of some of these areas. This would be 3 counties here and would be significantly cheaper. We are at minus 133 prestige right now. So that is absolutely noted. How long until we can hold another grand tournament? Because we spent all of that prestige on these upgrades, right? So how long until we can do this again? 8 years. Okay. So that's fine. We're just going to be a little bit on the low side on our prestige. We can make this back, to be clear, via usurpations and title creations. We can create the Kingdom of Gur. We'll need gold for that, though, and we'll get that soon enough. But overall, this seems like a decent time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to be angling to create the kingdom, or rather the Empire of Guinea. And we'll need to create some titles to make that happen. That is absolutely fine. And we'll need some gold as well. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Kintogan, Ali Lee, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.